Hi guys! Happy Sunday. So just giving everyone a heads up right now, I am not talking to him. We're just going to do this podcast not conversing, but just he talks to you and I talk to you because I have blocked him. He posted a joke online on Twitter yesterday that he did to me in person yesterday. I don't know if many of you guys have read it, so if you haven't, check out his Twitter. But not talking to him today, so.
I'm sorry. I'm the only one in the room right now, so.
There's a wall right here.
You can talk to me, and there's no one else here. This is Millennial. There's no boom. Just me. I'm Millennial. So, how you guys doing?
This is a little hard because I feel like I hear some static in my ear, but I think it just might be gibberish.
Wait, I hear static too. That must be crazy.
Bill and Ram, yes, I'm couching him. Gabriel, no, I didn't take your advice because I blocked him before you mentioned it.
So.
I hear something right now.
I've been cooking one meal for just me because I'm the only one in the house. So today I had a portobello mushroom. Now, I don't know what she ate, but I had a portobello, and it was good. As a matter of fact, I watched a movie.
I'm really trying hard not to hear this like static in my ear, but it's really loud.
Yeah, for mine it's like a popping sound. Oh, by the way, Felix, thank you for 99 cents. Thank you for bread on the go for 99 cents. I'll keep that to myself. Since I don't have a partner, it's just me, and so I'll take the $1.98. If the $1.98 show.
Wow, that sounds like in my ear that someone can actually add right now.
Ooh, maybe that. Ooh, I wonder if that person was keeping me from was sucking up the brain cells from my body to the point where I just couldn't function.
I'm not sure if this podcast is going to be successful without us conversing. So hi. Yeah, I don't think we could have kept that going on too long.
No, we didn't block each other. That was a joke.
No, I'm not ignoring him.
Yeah, it was just funny because when she said it was a true story.
It was a true story. I actually thought to myself, this would have made a great TikTok. So I'm in the bathroom getting ready. I had to go to an event, and he was in the living room, and I came in there, saw the mail on the couch, and I go, hey babe, can you just, you still got mail on the couch, can you just put it in, we have this little section when you enter the house to put the mail, and I was like, can you just put it up there? And he goes, I said, yeah, your mail is still on the couch. And he goes, can you come here real quick? And I was like, no, I'm busy getting ready. He goes, no, it'll only take a second. Come here. And so he goes, just sit on the couch for me. And so I sat on the couch. He goes, well, now I have male and female on the couch. And I was like, oh my God.
She did a face palm.
I could not believe that I even.
But that's what she has to put up with.
So he's like very like quick and just like instantly comes up with stuff, and I'm just like, I don't even know.
Like she asked me the other day, how'd you sleep last night? I said, with my eyes closed. How else would you sleep? She said,
I feel like that's the response that a lot of people
said
get.
You slept with a baby like a baby. You woke up every hour and cried. All right. Anyway, so
anyways, that's why. So just so if you guys hadn't seen that post, that's why. And then Gabriel had mentioned that I should block him for at least a week.
And I said,
And you said that if I block him for at least a week, he'll block Gabriel for 345 days.
Yes, not including the other days that were already blocked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess since he's not blocked, I guess you're not blocking Gabriel.
I can still block him.
Oh gosh.
I can still block him. If you wonder why I'm dressed like this, and you're like, wait a minute, it's like 1,000,000 degrees outside. Why am I dressed like this? Where we live at right now, it's a cool, crisp 58 degrees.
I have a t-shirt on though.
This is the Bay Area. You have people in the Bay Area that will be on fully hooded, scarf around their neck, thermal insulated jacket.
That's true.
And then there'll be a person standing next to them with shorts on.
And a t-shirt and flip-flops. This is true. And it's like, even though it's summer, it has... The past week was actually pretty warm over here.
And believe it or not, if we were to drive 1 mile from here, just 1 mile, it would be a whopping...
like 5 degrees
No,
warmer.
the other day it was 60 degrees here and it was 80 in the next city over.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. I done watched Deadpool today. I heard that was good.
I like Deadpool.
The new one.
I haven't seen the new one yet.
Yeah, I heard that was good.
But we did watch a new movie, not a movie.
A new show.
I turned you on to a show that I watched once.
Oh man.
And I let her watch it. Now she's literally having nightmares.
No, not nightmares. Okay, so we finished Suits on Netflix. If you guys haven't seen Suits, all 9 seasons are on Netflix. Give it a watch. We enjoyed it. So I was looking for something else to watch after Suits. Stanley already watched it. It's called Your Honor, also on Netflix. Originally from Showtime, right?
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. So we started watching Your
Hey,
Honor.
Retro Mike. I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
It's okay. Oh, I'm delayed, so I can't see that yet. But anyways, hello. So yeah, we started watching Your Honor. How can there be 9 seasons? There are only 4 Suits.
I thought you were delayed.
I am delayed.
That just popped up.
Oh, well. Oh, it did?
Yes.
Oh, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Retro Mike. I'm sorry I'm delayed. That just popped up on my screen, though. It's Facebook. So
okay. Well,
he
that makes
said 4
sense.
Suits. I'm assuming you're talking about Cards, Gabriel, but this show is about a law firm. So, anyways, so now we're watching Your Honor, and Stanley already watched it. It's 2 seasons so far, and we just ended season 1. I just ended season 1.
And then she was like, "Oh my god!"
Oh my gosh, I did. Okay, so we've been watching it. Like, we go about and we do whatever we have to do. We work during the day, take care of things, and then at night, as winding down, we watch a couple of episodes of Your Honor. And I realized that watching this show before going to bed is probably not a good idea, for me at least, because it's considered a thriller. And without giving away too much, it follows the story of...
Okay, I love it when people hold it.
No.
People say I give it too much, but then they give away too much.
No, I'm not giving too much. I'm just saying it follows the story of a judge and his son. That's it.
All right.
That's it. So it follows the story of a judge and his son, and it, again, has to do with a legal system, just like Suits did. But in this sense, there was one episode that I guess triggered me, because I had a dream that there was someone in our house...
Martin Luther King,
and standing right, like... next to the door and in the dark. So I remember forcing my eyes open to look to see if there was anyone at the door. And for some reason, I saw Stanley at the door wearing a mask. Like, just one of the masks you wear in the hospitals. And then I look over and Stanley is laying next to me asleep. So I'm like, what's happening? It was so bad. I was so scared. And then, yeah, that was about it. So let's just say that I don't know if I want to watch Your Honor before going to bed.
Drugs.
But again, that's just me.
Drugs.
So if anybody has any other shows you would like to recommend for us, I'm taking notes, because we'll probably be done with Your Honor by mid-August. Maybe. I don't know how many episodes are in a season. We may be done with it by beginning of August. Who knows?
Drugs.
Let me see. Babylon 5 is on Tubi.
Tubi
we
or
don't
not
even
Tubi?
have Tubi, do we?
We do have Tubi.
Oh, we have Tubi?
We're relegated to Prime Video and Netflix.
Yeah, Prime and Netflix.
And
we
then,
have Hulu.
And then regular TV.
Hulu too, right?
And media. So we have Hulu. Well, yes, I do have Hulu. Hulu. Oh, by the way, there is a QR code up top. If you can scan, check it out. It takes you to the Mr. Badley store. where you can buy a new car. You can buy a Lexus. We have a Lexus for sale. We have a house in Tahiti for sale. We have leather coats and mink coats for sale. No, we don't do it.
No, we don't. It's just coffee.
Just coffee?
It's really good coffee, too.
See, don't just say just coffee. Say really good coffee.
Really good coffee.
All right.
It's really good coffee. So
hello, Felix. Welcome back.
Scan the QR code.
We were waiting for you, Felix, before we started talking about stuff in life. So now that you're back, we can have a real conversation.
Yes, and just commenting on Lord Frieza's comment sounds boring.
Your
Honor is actually really not boring. I think, in my opinion, it's actually well written. It's not predictable. Like, there are some shows where you watch and, like, you're just like, oh, you knew that was going to happen, or you can tell what's going to happen next. This show, not predictable. It sounds actually more interesting than Babylon 5, to be honest. I'm just saying, because he suggested Babylon 5.
Okay, just for the record, don't diss someone else's choices.
No, I'm saying that it sounds more interesting than Babylon 5 for me to watch. Your Honor sounds more interesting. Babylon 5 may be your thing. Hey, I like Star Trek The Next Generation. So, hey, you know. Resident Alien, that's you like that one.
Yeah, I've seen it. Well, I saw it. Okay.
I haven't seen it, I don't think.
So, you haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
But anyway, so, that would be the ghost in your place.
We don't have a ghost.
We don't have a ghost. But
we have a ghost in the attic.
I just think that I actually forced myself to wake up only to actually still be dreaming.
Have you ever woken up and you're being held down by some weird entity? They're holding you down in the bed, you can't move.
Didn't
it happens to me a couple of times. Where you being held down, yeah.
Here?
Yeah. You can't get up and you ask for help and you're like...
No, that's not happened to me before.
Yeah.
That sounds scary.
You're like, you're begging for help. Help me. And then nobody listened to you. And then you have to wake yourself up and you realize, it was just a really bad... It was called a night terror.
I've never had one of those.
You ever had night terror before?
No.
Oh, those are...
That sounds really scary.
Those are the bomb.
Well, those are the bomb?
Oh, yeah.
I've never felt
you wake up, your heart's going like boom, 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 boom. And you're like, wait, who's holding me down? And you realize it was just a really bad dream.
I've never felt like someone was holding me down.
Has anybody ever had a night terror? Tell me if you have in the chat. My wife is watching it and loves it. She's so involved. Lethal Weapon 5 is our next month. Also, Beverly Hills 4. We saw that.
Wait,
Sleep paralysis is what it's called.
Bill Van Ram, which show are you talking about? Are you talking about Your Honor?
Yeah. Yes, I'm ahead of the game.
Oh yeah, sleep paralysis.
Yeah. So it feels like someone is literally holding you down, and you can't reach for anything, you can't do anything, and then you find yourself begging for
wow, that sounds
you
really
actually
scary.
So you start saying help me, right? But you're going help me, and you're trying to say it louder so you can wake up and help me. But typically, no one ever helps you. You have to like wake yourself out of it. And then it takes like a half an hour to an hour to go back to sleep.
Oh, I've never experienced that.
Oh, we got to make you experience it one day.
No, I'm good. But
I'm gonna hire some of my friends.
I'm sorry that you experienced that.
I'm gonna hire some of my friends to come by and make you.
Oh, this is a nice jacket.
Yeah, it's my birthday gift from my woman.
Ah,
Yeah.
she has good taste.
Yeah, it does. I thanked her. Yeah.
Okay.
And by the way, yes, we also don't like our electric bill, so we wear like sweaters to keep it down because...
Yeah, I actually had, even though I'm warm right now, I had a big sweatshirt on before we went live and I took it off.
First time we turned the heat on here, PG&E said, hey, welcome to the area.
Oh my gosh.
I represent the Bay Area. Here's $500. Send it to us right now. He was like, nah, I'd rather freeze.
Don't get me started about
I'd rather Lord Freezer than...
Oh gosh.
than pay PG&E exorbitant amounts of money.
Please don't even mention PG&E.
And then,
now.
oh wait, I got a better one. So the water department, we have, where we live at. So they said, well, your water bill, I know, drinking the water, it's going to be this amount of money. And I said, but it's only two of us here. Why is our water bill so high? They said, oh, because you have a larger pipe than usual to get your water. I'm like, I didn't ask for the larger pipe.
No, and who knew we had a larger pipe?
We didn't know.
We had a larger pipe to get the water, but if it's still the same amount of water being used...
No, because we're using a larger pipe, they have to charge us the large pipe bill. Just like we don't get our electricity from PG&E. Pacifica has clean power. And we're like, well, why are we paying it? Why are we getting a bill from PG&E if Pacifica has clean power? So their statement was like, Oh, that's because we transmit it to you. So we pay you a transmission. We charge you a transmission fee. So, yeah, we don't get our power. And we even got a letter from our energy company saying, hey, our bills haven't gone up. Just for the record, ours haven't gone up.
So is it PG&E then?
PG&E keeps hitting us with a record, what do you call it? They keep hitting us with transmission bill.
Remember they had that profit last year? Was it like
hello, Dante Stone? Oh, look, we got Stoner's back.
What's up, Dante Stoner?
It's been a little time. It's been a long time.
We shouldn't have left you.
Without a strong beat to step two.
Dope beat.
Strong beat.
Okay, your song came out before mine. All right, Boomer. Oh!
I'll turn your mic off. Oh, clipping the mic.
Love you. Bill Van Ram says, night terrors are bad and they repeat themselves when you fall back asleep. Sometimes had one in a long time.
I've had a night terror that I woke up, went back to sleep, and I'm back.
Oh gosh, that sounds scary.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's usually if you eat something before you go to bed. So now I try not to eat 2 hours before I go to bed for that reason.
It should probably be 3.
I eat 2 hours before it's time to go to bed.
Remember that episode of the Cosby where he ate the sausage sandwich and then he had that dream about like the Muppets in it? Well,
I never had a dream about the Muppets. I will admit that.
And like his refrigerator, all the food inside talked. And then what else? He went to the hospital to work and like it was all Muppets there.
Yeah. Oh, can we? While you're talking, I'm going to read a statement.
Well, I'm talking? Well, no, I don't want to talk if you're going to read a statement.
I want to read a statement, and then I'm going to get off my horse for a second. So bear with me for everybody.
All right, I guess he's going to find a statement to read.
No, I have it already.
Oh, I don't even know what it is.
So here's my statement.
Oh, wait, real quick, Bill Van Ram, I just want to say real quick, I find myself talking to the TV too while watching Your Honor. I was talking a lot in like the first few episodes, and Stanley had to tell me to be quiet. So, just wanted to say that I feel your wife on that. I was talking to the TV, and I was actually talking to him too.
Okay.
Because I wanted to ask him what was happening, and since he already watched it, and he had to tell me to be quiet.
I know she's asked me questions about a movie. I'm like, just watch it. She wants to know the ending before
I didn't want to know the ending. I just wanted to know. Never mind. I was going to give it away. Let me stop.
Thank you. All right, here's my statement. I'm going to read this, and you can imply if you want to, but I think this is important. And you know why I wrote this. And you'll understand when I read it. But here it is. So you guys hold your thoughts for 1 second. So I honestly don't care if you go after someone's political record. As a matter of fact, I encourage it. But if you're going to go after someone's sexual record, go after the men and the women. Oh, but that's right. I forgot. Women are held by a different standard. So personally, I don't care who the person is. Can they get the job done? Not what they did in their private life or how they got where they want to be. All I care about is, will this person get the job done? Period. And so everybody asks me questions about this or that, whatever. And because I made a comment about something, a comment that was made that I thought was inappropriate, and I don't care who the person would have been, I would always feel that way because I respect women. No matter what they are, who they are, or where they do, I respect them, and everybody should be the same way. Period. That last part wasn't written.
The period part?
No, it's period with a T.
Oh, period.
All right, so that was so your qualifications are what I look at. Everything else is irrelevant. And the reason why is because I grew up with 6 sisters. I have 6 sisters. I have a beautiful woman here named Diane.
I thought you were going to say I have a beautiful baby.
And I have 2 beautiful daughters. Can you imagine me as a father going online and reading comments about my kids or one of my sisters or siblings doing something that they did in the past that comes up to haunt them in the future? I don't care about it. I don't want to know about it. And if you're a parent and that's being done, it hurts if you read that kind of stuff. And so I get it. I literally turned off. I was following some people that I unfollowed because they were literally just went so far that it was like, okay, it was like one after another. And I was like, come on now.
Well, I think it's like along the lines of what we were talking about last week, where I just feel like if you have nothing nice to say, just don't say it. Like,
I know.
We're obviously in election season. I know we don't really talk about politics, but
it's important.
I want to say we're in election season, and there's all of these things being thrown out there. A lot of like bad mouthing, a lot of like, you know, bringing up the past, a lot of like kind of just, you're brushing aside, not even talking about qualifications, and you're talking about like somebody's personality or what they did in the past, or making up things too. And in my opinion, I honestly think like instead of just talking about what the person is capable of doing or what they've done in the past that's related to qualifications, like that's what we need to be talking about, like moving
I want to know if they're going to put more food on my plate at home, if they're going to put more money in my pocket, if they're going to make my insurance rates go down instead of keep going up. Are they going to it's just something that's going to affect me, the bottom line. Will I be affected by the bottom line? You know, if you can't talk about what you've done to promote a better world we live in,
or what you're planning
to do to promote a better world,
and what you're planning to do that's different from what's been done in the past that didn't work. Like, I want to see someone talk about what is going to help us move forward and not be stuck in a place where people are still struggling. And obviously that's a big generalization, right? Because everybody is in different boats. We all have different stories, different backgrounds. But I would like to see, how are we going to move forward as a nation, not how we're going to move forward divided.
Yeah, exactly.
And anyways.
Okay, so end of conversation. I just wanted to put that out there.
Thank you for saying that, because as a woman, I also think we mentioned this last week, but as a woman, I feel that there are some instances that I've seen, and I can only speak personally, there's some instances that I've gone through where I have experienced sexism, racism.
My whole career, I watch people who get jobs and they get promoted, and they don't get promoted. I don't hear them say, if a guy gets promoted, they go, yeah, well, he's worked really hard to get that job. But whenever it's a woman, they're always
like,
saying,
who did she?
No. I've actually had cases where they go, oh, well, you know how she got there, right? You know, because she slept with the you know, the news director, you know, or I'm like,
I've heard people say like, oh my gosh, who'd she sleep with to get that job? No one ever says that about, in my situation that I've like ever experienced anyone ever say, who did he sleep with? No one has ever said that in conversation at any of the workplaces I've been at. Who'd he sleep with to get that job? It's always, who'd she sleep with to get that job? And I'm like, how do we know anybody slept with anyone to get that job? And they'll be like, well, because she's not qualified. She doesn't even know what she's doing. And it's like, okay, but do you think she really had to sleep with someone? Or maybe it's just that she's like cool with people. And again, sometimes people, like, not sometimes, but people will always say, it's not what you know, but it's who you know. And we have seen people in certain positions, like in our workplaces, previous workplaces, where we don't feel like these people deserve that job. But at the same time, like, who am I to be like, oh yeah, well, she probably slept with so-and-so, or he slept with so-and-so to get the job. You don't know. And if it ever comes out that maybe he or she did, okay then he or she did. But until then, it's speculation, right?
Right. Well, I always say this. They say, oh, you know such and such, and such and such. And I'm like, I do?
You were in the bedroom.
I said, you know what? If I wasn't there, then I don't know what happened. I mean, it's like the game of telephone. You start off with one story. By the time it gets to someone else, it's a whole new story. And then it's not even what it started off in the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
I literally used to play that game as a kid and would change the subject right in the middle. So they would figure it out it was me every single time.
Yeah, because you sound like you would do that.
Yeah, I would just change it to a completely different conversation altogether. So they'd tell me, oh, yeah, so Margaret ate pizza. And when they got to me, I go, yeah, Margaret killed a cow and then ate pizza. And they go, and by the time it gets here, they go, Margaret killed a cow and ate pizza. I go, wait, where'd the
cow come from?
So I literally would throw things in there just to mess it up. And that's what we have today is we have a natural game of telephone only on social media. And and I have a good example of how telephone works in real life. You remember Elmo Sure Guy?
Yeah.
So when it started out, it was Stanley Roberts, journalist from KRON 4 News, right? And then it became a Bay Area journalist was confronted. Then it became a cop confronts a guy. Mm-hmm. And it's like, wait, so they just
took you out of the story.
And Carlos Santana's story. Yeah. It started off with a journalist from Stanley Roberts from KRON 4. Then it became an Oakland-based journalist. Then it became a reporter.
Which wasn't true.
I know. Then it became a reporter from California. And now people don't even know what even happened anymore.
Wow. Yeah. So I don't know. For me, again, like I said, in my opinion, I want to know how we're moving forward. That's what I want to know. How are people going to feel like they, they? I was gonna say.
Oh, I love Nick's.
I really
the sandwiches are expensive though. Sorry.
Okay, so let's talk about Nick's. Because I was gonna go off on a rant again.
No more rants.
I caught myself about to go on a rant, so I'm gonna stop.
So anyway, if you want to see the Elmo shirt video, I have a version of it from the what's his name? Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel.
So yeah, If you don't know, that segment actually ran on Jimmy Kimmel's show, which was a surprise to me because I don't even know how he got it, but he ended up with it. And it's funny because someone said, "Well, why would Jimmy Kimmel mention you? He doesn't even know you." And I sent him the video. So I'm like, "Then what are you gonna say now?" He actually said my name on TV. What do you want me to do? So, it is what it is. It's kind of like when I do news and I report a story and everybody jumps on me and says, "You don't know what you're talking about." And then 3 days later, the story comes out. They go, "Oh, he was right."
Oh
well, they never say I was right.
No, they never can because then it would mean they were wrong.
Chris Maverick said no more rants.
No more rants.
No more rants.
No more rants.
All right, let's have some fun now.
Let's have some fun. Okay. Garlic bread. Where did garlic bread come
I know, it
from?
just came out of random,
Betty
too.
Veronica, why did you randomly say, garlic bread from Nick's?
Oh, no, the garlic bread is good, but I like the...
I've never tried the garlic bread at Nick's because every time I go, I gotta have the crab sandwich. What?
Sandwich?
Yeah, sandwich. I just wanted to say sandwich.
Hey, if Jimmy Kimmel hired me as man on the street, that would be bananas because I love asking people questions they can't answer.
Oh my gosh. You would be so good at that.
Yeah.
So good.
I would love that.
And you can keep a straight face, too.
Well, okay. So my oldest daughter, and by the way, this is not my daughter, called me up one day.
I'm mad we still have to say
What's
that,
his name, though?
Who?
Her boyfriend's name? Cameron. So she called Brooks.
That's not her. Oh, that's not your oldest daughter.
I'm sorry, my youngest daughter. So she literally called me up and says, "Daddy, I'm in the car." I said, "Who are you in the car with?" She goes, "Cameron." And I said, "Oh, you mean Lil Wayne? Because he has the dreads,
Oh, yeah,
right?"
we call him Lil Wayne. Why are we...
And so she turns the phone towards him and says, and I said, "Hey," because he was driving, so she was holding the phone. And I said, "Hey, Lil Wayne." And he goes, "Wow, he really said, call me Lil Wayne with a straight face."
Oh, man.
He
could do a lot with a straight face, though. It actually turns out to be kind of funny.
I would love it on Jimmy Kimmel's Straight Face Stanley. So, remember I used to do that little man on the street quiz?
Remember
pop quiz.
You used to do DMV
quiz and everybody failed it?
Oh my gosh. This is how you know not everyone should have a driver's license.
I'm going to have to go do that again one day.
You should. Can I come and help? I'll hold the mic.
You're not the boss of me. Anyway, by the way, again, if you look up top, there is a QR code. Please scan it. Check it out. We have Mr. Badly Coffee. It's decaf. There's a Behaving Badly blend, which is kind of a mellower blend. And then there's a Coffee Behaving blend, which is robust.
That's the blend I like.
Jumps out at you and smacks you in the face and gives you a loan. Yeah.
Gives you a loan?
It's because it's so strong.
That is such a weird description.
It gives you a loan. The palate. The flavor just...
Are you like loan as in LOAN?
Yeah. A loan's the notes to your palate so that when you eat it and when you drink it, you can taste the notes of dark chocolate, caramel, all that stuff. Yeah, that's a loan. Because you won't keep it, you got to give it back, right?
No, you don't give it back.
Mm.
Okay.
Bill Van Ram goes, at least there will be someone actually funny on the show. You know what I got to give, even though a lot of people don't like Jimmy Kimmel, I have to say this. What's the guy's name?
Guillermo.
So
Guillermo's hilarious.
Was a parking lot attendant. His job was to park the cars when they came for the show. Mm-hmm. One day, Jimmy walks up and offers this guy a job. And now I get it. He stands around and but he's making $500,000
a year.
Just standing around.
But I mean, he does interact with Jimmy.
I know, but
it's pretty funny.
And he's funny.
Yeah, he's funny.
But I love when he gets drunk and he tries to do stuff on the air drunk. See, I couldn't do the drunk stuff. That's all about him. Have you been to Point Reyes Lighthouse? We have not.
You don't need to be drunk, though.
I don't want to be drunk.
I'm just saying you don't need to be.
I don't want to be drunk.
Okay.
I don't want to be drunk.
Are you trying to be a ventriloquist?
No. Jimmy Kimmel. live hires. Yeah.
Yes, please.
Jimmy Kimmel doesn't even know I exist, and he never will. I mean, he knows from that.
No, don't say he never will. Never say never. Anything is possible. Anything is possible.
But then that means
especially because you're good at what you do.
Well, thank you. Well, some people think that.
Anyways, did you guys see Stanley's latest piece? If not, check it out on YouTube.
No, go to MrBadley.com.
Oh, sorry. Go to MrBadley.com. Sorry.
And if you're following us on Twitter, please feel free to jump in on the chat. We love to answer chats. We want to see the new people. If you're new, just come in and say, I'm new. I don't like Jimmy now, only Guillermo. And Guillermo's funny. Mr. Sadly. Oh, I've been called Mr. Baldy.
Mr. Baldy, Mr. Bradley.
Mr. Bradley.
What else?
Everything but my actual, And this got to the point where everybody was calling me Mr. Badley. I'm like, I have a real name, right? My name is actually real. I have a real name.
But Mr. Badley is okay.
It's all right.
Hi, Mr. Badley.
If you're going to do Mr. Badley, put a couple of zeros behind it. Woo-hoo! Nonprofit.
Mr. Badley, ooh.
Zeros, not O's. Oh, my goodness. I'm done with you. I'm G and U. I'm GNU.
Where? I don't see that. I think I'm delayed.
It'll come up in a minute.
Oh, I see it. I'm GNU.
I don't know. I think that's a cartoon character or something.
I'm new? Oh! You said, comment in the chat if you're new. And he wrote, I'm new.
Well, we know Chris is not new.
But he wrote GNU instead of NEW.
Yeah. I don't really watch a lot of late night TV because...
I'm usually not a...
She has a cutoff switch at Remember you used to put an alarm to tell you to go to bed?
I still have that. It's not an alarm. It's like if anybody.
I'm like, what's that? Why is that going off for?
If anybody has an Apple Watch or a phone, it's the bedtime reminder, and then it sounds like a lullaby. It's like.
I'm like, why do you have that? She goes, it's remind me to go to sleep. Doesn't being tired remind you to go to sleep?
No, it reminds me to get in the bed at this time, and I don't. Mine goes off at 9:59. And I'm in bed at 10:30.
Every time she goes, okay, I'm going to bed at 9 tonight, right? And then around midnight, she's like this, laying in the bed.
No, I'm not.
Doing Duolingo.
No, I stopped doing Duolingo before bed.
All right.
But we used to be more laxed about watching late night TV or watching TV in the bedroom. And even though we have a TV in there, but now I'm more of just if you want to watch TV, just watch it out in the living room. Because I want the bedroom to be just
we put
for sleep.
I put a sound bar in the bedroom, and I was enjoying movie because I wanted to watch something I wanted to watch. I'm laying in the bed watching something on the sound bar, and it's speakers on both sides. It feels like I'm immersed. And then all of a sudden,
I come in and I want to go to sleep.
No, we get a text message. Is that your guy's sound bar?
Oh, that was once.
I know, but still.
That was once.
It took away all my thunder. I was like, and literally my thunder.
No, but now you have a little thing that...
now I brought the headphones. So I can get them with the Sennheiser headphones that goes... that I can hear the same thing without waiting. So I'm watching TV with headphones on.
And then he starts laughing.
But then I start laughing. Oops, put my bag.
So Duolingo is a language learning app. And you do it in the form of a game. It's exercises and stuff. So I usually do what do you call it? I usually do the Spanish part. Spanish language. I try to do French sometimes. What I really wish Duolingo would have is Tagalog.
Well, you can go ahead and pitch it. Make your own. Make it Tagalingo.
I can't.
By the way, does Alexa interrupt your sleep? No, because she's in a room by herself.
Yeah.
She's not allowed to be in a room with us because she's an eavesdropper.
Oh, Bill Van Ram says, I have mine set at 11. Ignore it. I can't figure out how to turn it off. So you just go into, I think what it is do not disturb. There's a section called sleep. And in the sleep focus, it's that sleep is the other do not disturb, but for sleep, you can set times for bedtime and stuff. And I think you could just turn it off there. So it's under focus and then sleep, right?
I don't know.
Something
I don't care.
That.
You know what my alarm is? I get sleepy. I fall asleep. And then you know what happens? When I'm tired, when I'm done sleeping, I wake up. Even if I set an alarm, I always wake up 15 minutes before the alarm goes off. Without a doubt.
Oh man, today I woke up an hour before my alarm went off. That's probably why I'm so tired.
It could be.
I woke up an hour. So I woke up at 6:30. So tired.
I want to learn how to talk Klingon.
Klingon.
He said Klingon. It's Klingon.
It's Klingon.
Yeah.
I can't do that. Let me see.
You know why? Because you're not from the true planet of Klingon.
It's Klingon.
It's clothes.
I can't do it, guys. My fingers just spread out.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. When I'm tired, I go to sleep. I don't need an alarm clock to go to sleep. If I'm sleepy, I'll just doze off. But you know what I hate most in anything in the world? Is when I'm about to doze off. I'm like right in that moment of falling asleep. And then Diane goes,
Are you asleep?
And I'm like, oh, no, I'm not now. Like, she can't. And she goes, well, you can't go to sleep before me. I have to go to sleep first. I'm like, I'm not waiting for you to go to sleep. I have my head on a pillow. I'm done. Out like a light. And I wake up in the morning. I'm like, okay, what are we going to do now? I don't understand the whole sleep thing, though. I think we should be like, nonstop, be able to go without ever getting sleep.
No, you need sleep. That's when our body detoxifies. That's when our brain detoxifies.
Yeah, it's Vulcan, is what they said, not Klingon.
That's actually Vulcan, but I put it in the comment. Okay, Vulcan. I still don't know how to do it, though. I still can't.
Let me do this.
How do you put your fingers, how do you separate them?
You have to be a Vulcan to do that. You can't do it. That's West Side. I can't help you.
No, West Side is this.
Yeah, sleep is for the weak.
Help me put my fingers together. Okay, fine. Sleep is for the weak. Oh, Chris, you know better than that.
You ever had people say, yeah, sleep when I'm dead?
All the time. I used to be one of those people. Oh, sleep when I'm dead. No, I want my sleep now. I want to sleep well.
You ever went to a funeral and see somebody in the casket?
Beeb, don't do that.
And it looks like they're breathing?
No, it doesn't.
Happens to me all the time.
Beeb, you go to funerals and you look at the casket and it looks like they're breathing?
Yeah, because it's like weird to see somebody just laying there.
Beeb, why is your eye twitching?
I don't know.
Your right eye is twitching.
You already passed the Filipino humor test, Stanley. Thank you.
Oh, gosh.
Woohoo! Anyway, so.
Woohoo! Yes, Lord Frieza. Sleep is actually how your body recharges. Yes, the body... our immune system, that's when our immune system is boosted.
What if God made us with batteries? We just take the battery out and put a fresh one in? Like a Tesla. No.
But if you want to think of it as a battery, sleeping recharges that battery.
If I ever get a chance to become a God, I'm going to make people with little recharging pods.
What makes you think you have a chance?
So when you're born, like you have the one charging pod, but then another one pops out. And then when you pipe one out, you charge it and you put the other one in.
You watch too many movies.
I've never seen a movie like that.
You watch too many movies.
Show me a movie where people have charging pods. Where they just pull out the battery and show, except for an Android. Even, what's the name, didn't sleep.
Who?
Terminator. You never saw him take a nap? He kept going.
Well, that's because he's not human.
All right.
I go to sleep when I'm tired too, but often wake up in my chair dressed for the day. Yeah, Bill Van Ram, that sounds familiar.
Oh, by the way, I have a new TikTok page, Mr. Badley, on TikTok, and it's there's like 10 people, so it's just brand new.
Are you about
page.
to start posting videos on TikTok?
I'm going to start putting just the videos that we do, put them on there for people who don't do. You know what's weird? I have a group of followers that either they do Facebook and nothing else, either they do Twitter and nothing else, either they do.
They're committed.
They're just committed to that one. They don't go anywhere else.
Yeah.
I can get them links. I can send them links all day long. Literally, there's a Mr. Badley Facebook page. I told people go there because that's where we're going to focus only on Mr. Badley stuff, not on my personal stuff, but just Mr. Badley. Go there, and 70 people rushed over.
70?
70. That's like, yeah, I don't need another page. I'm like, okay, but
it's me.
It's me. Yeah. TikTok is about to be banned. You know what they've been saying? TikTok is about to be banned for like 3 years now.
Is it going to be banned
here? Oh, wait. Funny story, though, about TikTok.
Oh, yeah. Funny story.
So, the other day, we were sitting in the living room. And my phone rings. And it says, TikTok is calling. Literally says TikTok. And I'm like, this got to be a scam. nobody from TikTok is going to call my number, and why would they ever call me in the first place, right? It's got to be a scam. So I ignored it and let it go to voicemail. Sure enough, it was a representative from TikTok. They called me from Kentucky. And I was like, I called him back and I says, wait, you really are from TikTok? He goes, yeah, yes, Mr. Roberts, this is Jordan, I'm from TikTok. And I'm like, okay, well, how can I help you? He said, I know she started the Mr. Badley page as a business. And I know she wanted to do some advertising to get the word out about your coffee brand. And we want to try to help you get the word out for you. And I'm like, okay. It's unusual because I never expected. I said, okay, just for the record, I thought it was a scam. He says, why would you think our number is a scam? I said, because I get so many scam, cloaked numbers that at some point you stop believing anything is real. So I've gotten numbers that says the DA's office, Pamela Price's office. I've gotten calls.
Oh, you have?
I've gotten them all.
Oh.
And they're all fake. They're all like scammers.
Yeah.
And I said, okay. He said, okay, well, I said, well, now that I know who you are, then that's great. But here's the deal. I said, how can I help you? He goes, well, we want to help you. I said, well, first of all, why don't you read who I am? Because I have a complaint about TikTok is that you guys go after my stuff all the time when I'm trying to educate people with stories. And you guys take those stories and say, it's not. He goes, I said, look up Stanley Roberts, journalist. Now, you heard that part.
I did.
And then what happened?
He goes, wait, are you the Stanley Roberts? And then I was standing, so Stanley's on the couch and I'm standing over here at the dining room table. And I turn around and I'm like, did he just say, are you the Stanley Roberts? And he did.
And I thought he was going to say, you're the basketball player. But he didn't say that.
No, he didn't.
He said, I watch your videos all the time and I love them.
Yeah,
I
was like, whoa.
I was like, what just happened?
I know, I was shocked. I wasn't trying to eavesdrop on his conversation, but you did have it on speakerphone and I was in the dining room.
Well, you know I don't do the head thing because I hear about all the rumors about, phones up to your ear and stuff it can cause.
Yeah.
And plus we're home alone. And it's better to do it that way. But I also got a phone call from Instagram.
Oh, that's right.
It is so weird.
A couple of weeks before that.
That because of my nonprofit, they're literally calling me personally. And it's and my only gripe I had with TikTok was that when I tried to put ads up, they served them and they say it was my fault. But I disagree because there was nothing for me to change. They served my ads up in Egypt.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Egypt and Cairo which is Egypt, and Saudi Arabia. And I'm like, who in Saudi Arabia is going to buy Mr. Badley coffee?
They may, but the chances are kind of slim.
The chances were infinitesimal that someone.
Oh gosh, that's like one of your favorite words.
So for all those who keep saying that TikTok is going to go away August 31st, and when it happens, I will. I'm not invested in them, but if I could get the word out for what we're trying to do to raise money for our nonprofit, so we can do more work. Because it's funny, I meet people who say, I want to see more videos. And I say, well, good. If you want to see more videos, then donate to the nonprofit, not to what we're doing here, but to the actual nonprofit that we have a link for, which is free, so we can get enough money so we can, because even my insurance, I have to pay for $2 million insurance, which I have. I have to pay for that. And so that's what I'm paying for the insurance. I'm paying for anything we do, equipment-wise, safety, all that stuff has to be covered. And everybody wants to see the videos, but they don't want to contribute to the process. They go, well, you should just go back to a TV station. No, I don't want to go back to a TV station. I want to create videos that I like that can, you want
the creative control too.
If I went back to a TV station, the videos will be 1 minute and 30 seconds. If I do it myself, I can make them as long as I want or as short as I want.
Yeah, because you're in control.
And I want to tell the whole story sometimes.
Oh, hi, Arcade Revolution.
And also it's important to note that I'm not a lawyer, as someone pointed out on YouTube. Mm-hmm. When I do a story, that is not legal definition of anything. I'm entertaining you, but educating you at the same time. It's not up to you to think that what I tell you is legal binding.
Yeah.
It's
for educational purposes.
Yeah. And I don't always get it 100% right. Like someone said, I conflated remember when I did the thing about the DUI? Mm-hmm. Well, because I was talking about how you can actually ignore you can say you don't want to take the field sobriety check.
Yeah.
But there are consequences.
There are consequences, yeah.
But the conflation was that it had the woman talking, and that was one sentence with a period. Mm-hmm. Then the next thing was the officer was telling the woman in the car that, if you ignore the chemical test at the office, that you can get 5 years. But if you ignore the one out in the field, you can still get penalized for it.
Yeah.
So I'm just, you can say what you want. And the guy went, remember, he's not a lawyer. You're right. I am not a lawyer. Please do not take legal advice from me.
The whole point of this is to show the consequences of drinking and driving in hopes to prevent people from drinking and driving.
I love this, but according to the Prius lady, you have if you have a friend that's a lawyer, then you are too. And I go, yeah.
That's right.
Well, if I have a friend that's a dentist, does that mean I can pull teeth? No, it does not. And I have a lot of friends that are dentists, and I've never had to pull teeth. I never could pull a tooth.
Don't even bother trying.
I can knock a few teeth out, but I won't pull a tooth. But then that's a whole different can of worms. Hey, Stanley, so sorry to be so soon. I have to take a shower and go to work tomorrow. Okay, well, remember, important, if you're going to take a shower, take your clothes off before you take the shower.
Wait, why are there question marks at the end of that?
I don't know, maybe he's not sure he has to go to work tomorrow. Hey, Stoner, show you how I didn't forget about you. Do you still collect signs? Because I remember he had all the different signs he was showing us before.
Yeah.
He was, yeah. Betty, here, food too.
They are food too.
They're food too. They're food too. Huh?
I don't know. I didn't see the previous comment. But Tic Tacs will also be around. Tic Tacs, the mint.
Dante might be having keyboard issues. Sorry.
We should stop drinking sparkling water while podcasting.
Yeah, it's called the burpees.
Oh god.
Hey, we're doing burpees while we're doing this.
We're doing a different kind of burpees.
Oh, let me see. Anything? Oh, all right, good. All right. So, anything else? And I noticed that. Oh, by the way, I can tell that no one has actually scanned the QR code. You know why I know that?
Why?
Because when you scan the QR code, it literally says to me, No, Gabriel, I'm not having digestive issues. I'm drinking sparkling water. There's no digestion issues here. It literally says QR code was scanned.
Does it say it now?
Yeah, right there.
Oh,
you just scan the QR code.
Yep.
So whenever you scan it...
Oh, this looks good. I highly suggest you guys scan the QR code.
Yeah.
This looks good.
Oh, 2 people just scanned it. I'm watching the numbers go up now. That was you twice?
No, I didn't scan anymore. I'm still on it.
All right. So keep in mind. Oh, by the way, tomorrow morning, we are one of the sponsors for the Vern Glenn Invitational Golf Tournament being held in Oakland.
Yeah.
And we will be, our goal is to offer the players some of our Mr. Badley coffee in the morning. We're brewing up like 10 gallons of coffee so they can have a fresh pot of coffee before they go out and play. And we're giving them
a fresh cup of coffee.
No, we're giving them a fresh pot of coffee, and then they can pour it in the cups.
Drink a whole pot?
Yeah. Hey, and they're going to drink the coffee and get out there and be like, woo, poof, and be hitting like, they're going to have like perfect games with our coffee.
If everyone who drank your coffee had perfect games, I think you would have the solution for golfers to have perfect games.
Yeah. Yes, I do. Sorry for the question marks. Oh, 3 people just scanned it. Yes, sorry for the question marks. That was a mistake on my behalf. I got to tell you something, Dante Stoner. I literally used to do exclamation points for no apparent reason whatsoever. Yeah, I don't know why.
That hurts my.
I would just write, and if for some reason,
heart.
It's like there's no way on earth they could tell me that I didn't write something, because I used to always. And then one day, an old classmate, I was writing back to them about something, and I put 3 question marks, and they got bent out of shit.
Or
no, exclamation points. And they got bent out of shit.
Because it's like you're yelling.
It's like, no, yelling is when you all caps.
No.
Question mark is when you're trying to express yourself.
Okay, so I need clarification, because you keep saying question mark, but are you saying exclamation mark or question mark? Which
exclamation mark.
Okay, but you said question mark.
I know, but it was a mistake. Don't hold it against me.
Okay.
Lord. Frieza. That's a new one, Lord Frieza. So, anyway, I did it, and I didn't mean to. I just happened to be there. I didn't even realize it was like subconscious. But, I used to do ... and then exclamation points 3 times. And they were like, why are you so upset? I'm like, I'm not upset. Well, why did you put the exclamation points? I did out of habit. Don't even know why I got the habit from.
I don't even know why either. No.
Yeah. Okay. So Therefore, I don't.
Question mark.
Yeah. Well, you ever see people do that though? Exclamation question. And I'm like this.
Oh yeah, I used to do that when I was a teenager. Yeah.
But you're still a teenager.
Okay, well that would be gross.
Why?
Because you are not.
Oh, okay. You had to go there, huh? Just not to the edge. Just jump off the cliff.
Well, you went there.
No.
No using Lord Freeze's name in vain.
That's actually funny. I wish I could pin that to the top. You cannot use Lord Freeze's name in vain.
That's funny.
Yeah, that is.
We did it twice already, I think.
Yeah. Well, I started it. Now it's a new thing. I'm going to get a shirt. I swear to Lord Frieza.
Let's not and say you did.
Okay. Is
Wait.
Stanley a chick magnet in public? No, I'm an animal magnet. I attract animals.
You attack animals?
I attract animals.
You attract trolls.
No, not in public.
No. Oh, yeah. No, not in public.
You
On
know
social
what?
media. In public,
People are afraid to approach me most of the time. They'll follow me for like hours in the mall, but they won't actually say anything.
They won't say anything. Or like I will see like it'll be like if people start staring at us and then primarily him, I'll notice it and I'll tell him just so he's aware because sometimes I notice it before he does. Yeah, people don't really approach him too much, and if they we were at a restaurant and a couple of people approached you then.
So I go into a restaurant unassuming. I just walk in, ask for a seat, and I sit down. I'm not really coming in going, hey, it's Stanley Roberts. Hey, how you doing? Hey, it's me. Hey, how you doing? What's up? How you doing? Never do that. I sit down.
Yeah, and you really shouldn't.
No, I'm on my business. I try to order my food, and then people go, excuse me, are you Stanley Roberts?
No, they don't sound like that. They sound a little bit... They sound a little more normal. Like,
Excuse me, are you Stanley Roberts?
it's cool though. I like it because I love it because you haven't been on TV here in the Bay Area. Well, I guess because
It's almost like I never left though.
Yeah.
So with Ron Adams, that's a question. Stanley, what is the weirdest interaction you've ever had filming a segment? Oh man, where do we start? Because there's so
You've
many
had a
ones.
lot,
I've had
yeah.
a lot of weird interactions, and most of them went viral. There was a guy from the Golden Gate Bridge.
yeah, that's what Gabriel says.
There was who had literally ran across a highway to tell me to stop filming him.
Yeah.
With a helmet on, by the way. He took the helmet
So
off.
you never even saw his face until
So he took his helmet off.
you. Yeah.
Then the guy, Elmo shirt guy, was another weird one because that one went viral. Then there was the lady in the Prius who told me that that she wasn't speeding, although the speed limit was 30 and she was doing 45.
She was very adamant. Yeah.
And she went back to argue that the cops must be trainees because there's no way they could have gotten that wrong. But there's signs everywhere that says 30 miles per hour. And she never saw anything. She swerved down. I wasn't speeding. Okay. I remember one of the weirdest ones I ever got was in Oakley. So there was a case where I went out there to do a story about
Mailbox theft.
mailbox theft.
Yeah.
Where they literally stole the front of the mailbox off and stole all the mail out of it. Now, across the street from the mailbox, now keep in mind, it was a big, multi-generational mailbox. In other words,
generational.
Yeah, I just couldn't think of anything else at that moment. And all the mailboxes, have like 12 mailboxes for every neighborhood around there. Thank you, Mr. Mr. Anderson. Love that name.
Thank you.
For the his weekly high for the $5 super chat. So he literally came out his door with a gun in his waistband and asked me what was I doing here. And I said, and now keep in mind, this dude must have had like 12 cameras outside of his house. So, and there's no way he missed. He saw me at the mailbox looking at it. So he knew that he could see the mailbox. I mean, I'm 100% sure that his cameras record stuff.
Yeah.
So he comes out to me with a gun in his waistband, telling me, what am I doing looking at the mailboxes? And if I'm here to steal them, then I might want to go about my business. Mm-hmm. And I'm like...
Did you have your camera in hand when he did that?
I have a camera.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, so you really have a gun in your waistband? He goes, well, yeah, I want to make sure you weren't a criminal. And I'm thinking to myself, well, if you saw me, then why didn't you see the guy who broke into it in the first place?
And did you say that?
I did.
And then what did he say?
He didn't have an answer for that. And I was like, I had some ideas, but I wasn't going to say anything. And yes, Ed Lee was still the mayor back that time. So yes, I was going to say something more, But I thought, you know what? Sometimes it's better if you can't say something nice.
You don't say it.
Keep your mouth shut.
Yep.
But dude literally had a gun in his waistband. I'm like.
So then after that, he just went back into his house.
Back in his house, and then someone called as usual.
Someone called the cops on you.
As usual, someone calls the cops on me, and I was told at the station to stop telling about how people call the cops on me. But it happened.
But if it happens so often, then you know what?
That
should change then.
I literally started calling the police station that was coming out to say, you're going to get a phone call. You're going to say that there's a suspicious looking, Mr. Anderson for the additional $5.
Speaking of Oakley, you should team up with
Thank you, sir, for the super chat.
For a show of force on Highway 4. I call Highway 4 a lawless free-for-all. No CHP ever. It's wild.
Well, actually, CHP in that area is patrolled by Contra Costa. So if you want...
Sheriffs? Contra Costa sheriffs?
No, Contra Costa area office.
Oh, okay. Got it.
So if you want to get more out there, reach out to the Contra Costa area office and complain to the captain. Enough complaints, they'll start targeting areas. A lot of the targeted areas are because of complaints. They're complaint driven. If they don't know there's a problem, because they can't be psychic. They're not psychic.
Yeah.
They need to know there's a problem. If you have a problem in your area and it's your highway, call your local CHP office. So if you're in, the only one that really doesn't cover a lot of the highway is Castro Valley. They have like 7 miles of freeway and like 600 miles of side streets.
So they're really on the streets.
Yeah, they're more on the streets than you would see them in the freeway. Mm-hmm. Although they are back and forth, but it's like 7 miles, and after that it becomes Dublin area office. So each one has a different coverage. So I think on that case it may be, I believe it's Contra Costa, but I'm not sure. By the way, Stanley, I wanted to say you inspired me. I saw someone illegally parked in a handicapped spot today and ended up calling a non-emergency number to report it. And yes, there were 20 spots. There were spots 20 feet away. Yeah. So yes, I thank you for doing that. It drives me crazy when people take up disabled spots and they think it's okay because they're only going to be a second. But
yeah, but what if someone needs it right in that moment?
Yeah, but remember though, for that kind of thing, you did right by calling the non-emergency number. And I do recommend that you find out what the non-emergency number is and program it into your phone. So that way you can look. You don't have to wonder where it is. You'll have it already. And only time you want to call 911 is if it's a life-threatening emergency. Because some people call because they didn't get their hair done right. There are cases of people going, "She didn't do my hair right." Can you go?
Oh my gosh!
I'm like, that is not a reason to call 911.
I don't even know why people do.
And just for the record, I just sent a message to CHP headquarters, letting them know that we're here. I only show up if I'm invited. I don't beg agencies to put me in a car with someone. I show up if I'm invited.
That comment that you got?
If I'm not invited, I don't go. And sometimes I'm not invited, and then they wonder why I didn't show up. And I go, because I wasn't invited.
Because they actually have to reach out.
I just can't jump in a police car.
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
There's a lot of issues with, and there have been cases where some people have got permission for me to ride with them, and then somebody down the line goes, well, who gave permission? And then they act like they don't know what they're talking about. So it does happen. There's a lot of politics sometimes with ride-alongs. Mm-hmm. Hello, 911. McDonald's gave me cold fries. They need to be arrested. Yeah, the whole building should be arrested.
Oh, yeah.
So we're about to wrap up pretty soon. We've done over an hour. Of course, we love talking to you guys. But we're going to go for a few more minutes?
Sure.
Anything else you want to talk about? Yeah, Lena asked CHP why they don't cover anyone. Yeah. I asked CHP why they don't.
Linda says no one patrolling Highway 4, lots of complaints.
They said they have 12 officers to cover 680, and this was a year ago. Yeah, so I've actually done a segment, if you look for it, where we covered Highway 4. Mm-hmm. And we went all the way down from, I think we were traveling from Oakley all the way back up to the main office, which I think is in Concord, or Martinez. And we got people doing hundreds on that road all the time. The problem is that if you only have 12 officers, but you have 12,000 cars, you can't see them all. And to be fair, whenever I'm with them, they recommend taking the car off the freeway so they can talk to them off the freeway, because some of you guys are going so fast that they've been, like the officer in that was that was purpose though.
Vacaville?
In Vacaville, who was killed by a drunk
Wasn't
driver.
that on a street?
It was on the street.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that imagine on the freeway.
Yeah.
And to be truth be told, I did a ride along not with the police, but with a towing company. I've never been so fearful in my life. Because you're standing next to a tow truck with cars literally, you could feel the mirror almost like brush against your jacket. That's how. And
I'm not laughing at
and
that.
keep in mind.
I'm laughing at how you said mirror.
And keep in mind that a lot of the people are distracted.
Yeah, they are.
So just one little
nick.
and and then now we're saying a prayer for someone, and we can put flowers on the freeway all day long, but it's not going to bring the person back. Never going to bring them back.
Yeah.
And these people have families. They shouldn't have to risk their life just because they had pulled them out for speeding, and then you plow into them because you weren't paying attention. You're right. Be a defensive driver. Different times we live in. Stay safe. 100%. So even when I'm doing a ride along, I ask them, hey, can we take the car off the freeway? Did the show Cops ever ask you to ride along? I actually worked on the show Cops.
Yeah.
So yes, I worked in LA with LA. I also did the show LAPD, the TV series. So it's really weird working for cops because you're thinking in your head, bad boy, what you gonna do when sheriff comes for you? And it's stuck in your head the whole time.
Now it's stuck in my head.
And the irony of Cops is that when I lived in Salinas and I worked in the news business for the first time and I watched Cops, this was back in the late 80s, early 90s. Mm-hmm. I was like, ooh, I would love to be able to do this one day. And then one day I was able to do it.
That's cool.
Yeah, so don't give up on your dreams. It can happen. It can happen. It's been fun for me. Do I want to work for a TV station? If it's a national station, then yes. I don't know if I want to do.
Those are run a little bit differently than local.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to do a local because, when I worked for, when we had the fires in Napa, they wanted me to report on wine prices. I'm like, I don't know anything about wine prices. Did someone steal the wine? I can talk about that. But I don't know about wine prices. How am I supposed to...
That was all like hands on deck, right?
How am I supposed to sound like a legitimate person talking about wine when all I know about it is you pour in a glass, you drink it.
You know a little bit more than that, though.
All right. You pour in a glass, you drink it, you put the top back on, you put it back in the cooler.
In the cooler?
It's too bad I got home late and couldn't see the full live before you guys go. Would you mind if I see the ceiling? See the ceiling? Huh?
I'm confused.
Oh, wait.
You want to see our ceiling?
Wait, I can do that. Hold on. I can do that. Hold on.
What?
Hold on. I can do that. Stay with me.
How do you do that?
Watch. You ready?
No.
There it is. There's the ceiling.
Oh, you took the webcam.
Yeah.
You did the webcam.
The webcam? Yes.
Your computer webcam.
All right. There it is.
I'm so confused about the ceiling.
Can you ceiling? That was bad.
That was really weird.
Well,
I'm watching how it looked now. That's why I was watching how I didn't see the shot, so I'm on delay. So I was watching.
Well, at least he didn't have to show my nipple or something, so we good. I mean, he only has to see the ceiling. If he had to see my nipple, we would have had a problem.
Oh my gosh. Bill Van Ren says, when I worked out of the side of my van, street side, I stopped putting cones out for whatever reason. It drew drivers closer. When you put cones out, it made them closer?
Yeah.
Gosh, when I see cones, I'm like, oh, I got to stay away.
Do you know what a cone? Do you know that a cone, an actual orange cone, weighs 3,000 pounds?
It does?
Yes. An actual orange cone.
But people drive over cones all the time.
An actual cone weighs 3,000 pounds. You know why I know that?
Oh, because the car drives over it. The car is the one that weighs the 3,000 pounds?
No.
Oh, why?
Because you put a cone down, no one will ever get out the car to move it. So I'm assuming it must be too heavy.
Oh, gosh. No, I've seen people move cones before. Wait, that's awesome, guys. Thank you.
Oh, wait.
It's for a video I'm doing called Asking Streamers to Show Me Their Ceiling. Is it cool if I use the clip and credit you guys?
See, you never know. I mean, this might be the viral thing. Show me your ceiling.
Oh, that's funny.
Can you ceiling?
Oh, my God.
Yes, you can credit us. Millennial-Boom. every Sunday at 7-ish.
Yeah, Ron, that's pretty funny.
And send us a link too. We want to see it when you get it done. I hope you go viral, Ron. I hope you make lots of money.
I can't wait to see the collaboration you have.
But you need to scan the QR code and order some coffee so that way we can approve it 100%. We have to know that you are serious.
We should have had coffee on the ceiling.
I know, huh? Yep, we're lit.
Louis lit?
So before we go, scan the QR code and order some coffee. 1 bag is good enough. I bet Diane didn't know that those yellow drums with sand and what they're called.
I bet Diane doesn't know what those yellow drums with sand in it are called.
Yeah.
What yellow drums?
So that means no.
You mean on the freeways?
No, the ones that float around in the sky.
Does that answer your question, Felix?
True story. I made another Twitch account with a strange username and would pop into random streams and say hello and watch the streamer struggle to pronounce the name. Oh boy, new Lionel Richie song, Coffee on the Ceiling. I love it.
I love that, coffee on the ceiling.
Haha, freeways. Stanley will never grow up. Nope. Not if I can help it.
Stanley will never grow up. He's forever a child, and I love it.
All right, guys. So I'm millennial.
I'm a boomer.
Oh, wait. I need one more scan. I need to get a 6 before I say we're done. See, it's only at 5 right now.
Okay, we need one more person to
scan the QR code.
So it can say 6 scans.
Yeah. So at least we know that 6 people checked it out.
Cones in the sky.
That's a song. Cones up in the sky. Because she asks me questions sometimes like, oh, what are you watching? I go,
oh my gosh, don't bust me out.
I said it's called the TV. It's been back in the 1900s. People sit around.
He's such a smarty.
Question: if I make another Millennial-Boom fail question, will you play it live? You know what I noticed last time we did that though? That we lost people because they didn't want to care. They didn't care about our bloopers. But go ahead and post it, and we'll see it, and then we'll see if we like it or not. Yes, we do fail. Majorly. Especially.
Dang, at least I have a common courtesy to.
I can see your finger.
Hide my finger.
Who are you hiding it from?
I don't know. Especially this one.
Oh, there we go. 6 scans. Thank you. We love you all.
I scanned it.
No, you didn't. I'm watching your hands right there. I spy.
I spy with my
little eye.
With my little eye.
All right. Anyway, guys. So remember, if you buy the coffee, it helps. The proceeds, portion of the proceeds benefits our nonprofit. You get a tax deduction. If you run a restaurant and you need, we also have wholesale. So if you want to buy it in bulk, we have 5-pound bags up to whatever you need. But don't do it on the app. Just reach out to us on sroberts@mrbadleytv.org. Let me know you want to get some coffee. We'll set you up with a roaster. We'll make sure you get what you're looking for. But the important part is if you do purchase the coffee, it helps us so I can do more stories. Good night, Felix. So I can do more stories without asking for, looking for people to, donations we need, but this is another way to help us. So if you want to help,
scan and then you get something in return.
So you want to help, coffee. Scan the QR code. 7 people have scanned it already. Order some coffee. I love it when people say, oh, I just ordered coffee, but I'm like, no, you didn't, because we can tell. But thank you, and you guys have a good night. I'm Millennial.
I'm a Boomer.
And I know you could be anywhere else you could be in the world, but you chose. What's so funny?
Nothing. I'm listening to you.
You chose to spend time with us.
Yes, you did.
With me. I don't know about her. She wouldn't talk to me at the beginning, so now we're back to not talking to each other again.
You chose to spend the night with us.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
All right. Word.
To your mother.
And I'm your mother, so that's word to me. Good night. Take care. Okay, 8-second delay before you guys, so no more chat. Oh, see, I knew it. By the way, the 200 episodes will be on December 1st if you don't miss it between now and then. Dude, 200, you talking about December 1st. We got Thanksgiving coming up. We're probably going to miss it. We got your birthday coming up.
Thanksgiving's on a Thursday, though.
I know, but Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'm still drunk. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Good night, guys.
No GC, no G's, no Gen Z slang, please.
Don't worry, I'm a boomer, so I don't know Gen Z slang.
Yeah, I'm a millennial, so I don't have any. Gen
So he
Z
still
slang
says
either.
that's the bomb.
Yeah, I'm still stuck on the bomb, which apparently you can't say that. It's frowned upon to say that at an airport. Who would have known, right?
Yes, my birthday is on a Friday this year.
Oh, we're gonna turn it up.
Going to turn it up. I'm going to be running a half marathon on my birthday.
Are you really?
I'm going to probably do it that weekend. Yeah. Hey, I got to ring in my big milestone birthday by showing that I can still do things.
What about if we just turn up, to the sushi, the sake, and eat a whole bunch of.
Yeah, we can do that after the half marathon.
And order a big platter of really good sake, which not sake, a big of sushi.
A platter of sake.
Of sushi.
Ooh, that sounds good.
And the one that, you know what? Let's get it from
Kamu.
Kamu, because for some reason, have you ever been to Kamu Sushi in South San Francisco?
It just
It
melts
literally, you put it on your tongue and it
in
dissolves.
your mouth.
Oh, so good.
It's so good.
So good.
So
It's
good.
so good. Supernatural. Supernatural. You know that
Are
song.
you good? Are you good?
There's a song called So Good, So Good, Supernatural Thing.
Oh, you know what I was thinking when you sing that? You were saying so good, I got you. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Why is your eye twitching?
Because you're singing a song I never heard of before.
That's not true. All right, guys.
Got back from the priesthood meetings. All right, well, I hope you're a priest now. You can say a prayer for us.
Yes, Stanley needs prayers.
All right, guys.
I do too.
I know if you're just showing us, we just now wrapping it up. So thank you very much. And we will hit you back hopefully next Sunday.
Next Sunday,
God willing.
August 4th, the first Sunday of August. We are
Damn, it's
gonna
already
be
time to pay rent
in-
again. I feel like I just paid it last month. Damn.
I'm like, it's almost Christmas.
Okay, Costco.
No, okay, Hobby Lobby. All right, guys.
All right, good night.
Good night.
Yabba dabba doo.
Yabba dabba doo. See you next